Oh bro, you are gay. Or your penis might not work. Talk to girls as if you were gay. Or as if your dick just didn't work. You heard me. I said it. Oh, you're finally starting to talk to women. You know, you're making some progress, you're attracting them, you can flirt a little bit, but as soon as it's time to meet up, or you might just be texting them, they go cold. And you don't know why. It's like every girl you see that you find attractive, you want to talk, and you start talking to her, but she just pulls away. Well, you might need to start talking to her as if you were gay. No, but hear me out, right? Next time you go and talk to a girl, or when you are talking to a girl, just imagine as if you like men, or as if your dick just didn't work, as if you just couldn't have sex with her. There was this one time I was in uni, okay, and I was in the library, and I was going to print something. So a girl just comes up and starts talking to me about she needs help with a thesis project. I was just in a carefree attitude in the whole interaction where I just didn't give a shit. You know, I just didn't give a shit. I didn't want her number. I didn't want her Instagram. She was hot, don't get me wrong. I didn't want to spend time with her. I was just doing it for the fuck of it. And then it just clicked me, you know, why not? Why not? Let me try flirt a little bit. Or let me just try tease her. Then we start talking and she tells me how she did her internship in the Netherlands. And I was like, wow, that's the worst place to do your internship. And that's how we start talking. So she tells me, guess where I'm from. They all fucking hit you with the same fucking dialogue. Oh, guess where I'm from. Guess my age. And I was like, okay, your name's that. I'm not going to fucking say a name, you fucking pedophiles. So her name's that. So you're Eastern European. You're Hungarian. She's like, I'm Bulgarian. Well, no, you're Hungarian. You know, you just start teasing her. But you've got a massive forehead. Compared to this printer right here, your forehead's massive. And this printer's pretty huge. So, you know, we just start talking. Then here's another side topic. You never ask her, can I have your number? What you do is if there's enough attraction and polarization in the conversation, you take out your phone and say, here, put your number in my phone. That's it. That's what you do. Right? Take out your phone, you say, here, put your number in my phone. Exchange numbers, we went out, and I just carried forward the same attitude. And that way I saw that I had a lot more attraction from her. Because I just didn't give a shit. Because the outcome was not to get her phone number, wasn't to have sex with her. Do you know what I mean? Wasn't to get a kiss or get a blowjob. Now those things are very degenerate, but I want you to get the point here. Talk to her like you just don't give a shit. And I know, I've been there. You probably are not talking to enough women right now, but you just gotta pretend like you do, right? You can always pretend. It's all shits and giggles. Oh, talk to her like your dick doesn't work, or talk to her like, you know, you're gay. But what does it really do? Well, it eliminates the neediness, right? You being needy. It will make you bold. It will make you fearless. It will make you as if you're not scared to piss her off. Because guess what? Every other dude is trying to do things perfect. When you sort of remove this equation of not even trying to have sex with her, not even seeing her like that, you're not needy. And bitches love that. No, because every other dude is needy. You start saying things. Because you're less needy, you become more bold because you're not scared to piss her off. You can say some bullshit like, oh, World War II was a fucking hoax. Okay, no, okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe that's a little too far, right? Or you can say some shit like, oh, I just don't like the LGBTQ movement. If we're talking about, oh, that looks gay, you know. But guess what? Every other dude that wants to fuck her is not gonna say crazy shit. Is not gonna say controversial shit like, oh, that's gay. He's not even gonna use the word gay, right? Why? Because I've been that person, right? When you're bold, you're just not scared to piss her off. You just say what you want to say, and bitches love that, bro. I promise you that. I promise. There's no perfect thing to say to a girl that will make her give you your number. It's just be bold, you know. Be less fucking needy, and this is the best way I've found to be less needy. You know that fucking incel? You probably have one in your class or in your workplace. So you probably came across this person who just looks around all frantically and anxiously, just looks around, makes everything, he wants everything to be perfect. He's texting her, oh, what time are you free? I'm free on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All time works for you. What the fuck? Bro, there's nothing that will dry a girl's pussy faster than that. Telling her all these things, making sure not to piss her off, making sure everything is perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. You should not be giving a shit. Honestly, why? Because you should be focused on other things in your life, such as your goals and your purpose. That's the only thing, right? You know, that fucking guy, you know, who just sits there with shit posture and just crossing his legs, squeezing his testicles together. No, he's scared to say something controversial because it might piss her off and then she might leave. That guy never gets pussy. I'm sorry. It's just the facts of it. You know, those guys, you can ask girls, man. Because once you start talking to girls, like just platonically, you'll see that they shit on guys a lot. And a lot of the guys that they shit on are these nervous, anxious incels. And it's not their fault, right? But I don't want that to happen to you. Don't be fucking needy for these bitches, because none of these bitches are special. But if you just sort of, so if you're a guy who's currently, you see yourself and you're like, oh, I want everything to be perfect, I'm scared of losing her, so I'm not going to say anything controversial. Just fucking pretend, okay? Just close your eyes and have this visualization. Pretend as if your dick didn't work. I know that's scary. Even if you saw pussy right now, your dick would get hard. But just imagine it did. Okay, just imagine it didn't work. You were literally removing all that neediness from the equation. You're just not being needy anymore. You just don't give a shit. I promise you, you're gonna have this carefree attitude that just doesn't give a shit. It's like, okay, that literally screams abundance. And bro, I can't tell you how much girls like that, you know? Like, I can't tell you, like, when you, it just screams, my dick doesn't work, I'm not gonna try to have sex with you, but I'll still flirt with you. And that way, I'm gonna get to this in a minute, that way, your flirting becomes better. When you behave as if you don't want to have sex with her or your dick doesn't work, right? Here's the crazy part. Your game becomes better. Like, how crazy is that? Your ability to flirt becomes better. Now, I know I'm talking to a camera, so it's pretty hard for me to come up with the things to say now. But if I was ever to record myself in the field when I'm talking to a girl, you know, it's just these things, they just start clicking. You know, you don't have to try. It's meant to be easy. Your game becomes better. Why? Because a big part of your game is saying what you just want to say, right? If you're not scared to piss her off. So guess what? If you're not scared to piss her off, you're going to say what you want to say, right? You're going to be bold. You're going to be fearless. And bitches love that. So how crazy is this? By just imagining like you don't want to have sex with her, or your dick doesn't work, or you're gay, your game becomes better. You start flirting better. You don't end up giving a shit. And you sound less needy. That's a fucking 3 win. Those are 3 wins, G. You just start being smooth with it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You just start being smooth. And I promise you, if you do this the right way, you'll come home that night. You'll be laying in bed and you'll be thinking, fuck, that was pretty smooth. That was pretty fucking smooth. You just say some bullshit like, oh, I really like how the sun is, you know, coming on your face right now. You know, it makes you look nice. And then you'll just start saying some other bullshit of how World War II was a complete... Okay, I don't think I can say that. I don't think I can say those things on YouTube. But yeah. And why does that really happen? Why does your game become better? Because you don't give a shit. She might be like, okay, when are we going to see each other? And you just fucking be like straight face, we're not. You know? We're not. And then she'll start acting all feminine. Like, well, why? I really want to see blah, blah, blah. Trust me, bro. Trust me, this shit works. Give it a shot and see how you transform from this fucking weird incel into this guy who just doesn't give a shit. Because guess what, bro? If any goes, let's say, above a 6 out of 10, every other dude is trying to fuck her. Every other dude is trying to get her number. He's trying to get her Instagram, trying to get a Snapchat. Who even gets fucking Snapchat these days, bro? Fuck me. But every other dude is trying to have sex with her. So and that's a massive, you know, girls, holy fuck. Girls are massive dopamine fiends. You know, they are massive. They love dopamine, bro. And one of the biggest ways they get that is by all of these horde of men who are trying to have sex with her, who are trying to get her number. And that validates her feelings. So when she comes across you, who's not giving that to her, what do you think she's going to do? What do you think she's going to do? She's going to start to crave it, right? She's going to start to want it. So she's going to start spending more time with you. So, to conclude this fine video, just talk to her like you're gay, man. Honestly, just talk to her like your dick doesn't work. And I promise you, I give you my fucking word, bro. You will become better at this. I promise. Remember, where could discipline take you? Take care. Mwah. See you, man.
Boom, I made a fortune selling portions. I'm moving like Gordon in the kitchen. Me and bro be like Jordan and Pippen. I've been missing for a minute, now I'm getting back to business. I put my family first and my money over bitches. Shout my brother Inches, cause he was there with man in the trenches when all them other niggas was against us. Remember me and Nina with the Nina and a spinner. Free my nigga.